the biggest black-headed Bushmaster on YouTube coming up. Hey y'all, Willie from Venomcentral. Before we go any further, hit the subscribe button. Hit my logo. It'll hook you up. And please share. You're going to want to share this. This is the biggest black-headed Bushmaster I've ever laid my eyes on. So please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and share. This snake has never been on film yet, and there's a good reason, because this is the meanest sumbitch that I've ever seen in my life. This is a true 8.5-foot Bushmaster. Now, I weighed this snake today. He is now 22 pounds. This is 22 pounds of pure evil in this can. Now, this snake cannot be hooked and picked up and moved around. He doesn't tolerate that, and he's too heavy. He has to be drug around, and he will not let you put your hands on him. If you get anywhere near this snake, he will kill you. There's no two ways about it. This snake is bad on bad, the meanest Bushmaster I have ever seen in my life. We're going to pull him out, let you guys get a little peek at him. Coming up. Okay guys, I'm going to pull this massive Bushmaster out, let you guys get a quick peek at him. I've been trying to figure out a way to show scale, because this snake does not tolerate you putting your hands on him. He's not that animal that you can kind of pick up and tail and move around. He's far too heavy, plus he's belligerent. And I'm hoping he behaves and just gets out here and lays out. But I'm going to put a yardstick down just so you can see the length of this rug. This rug is the size of like a sheet of plywood. It's a 4x8 rug. Okay, and this is a yardstick. This is a 3-foot common yardstick. And so you can see there. Okay, that's just 3 foot right there, and then we got, 5 more feet that way, 4 feet this way. But just so you can get an idea of just how big this animal truly is. And I'm going to move this so I don't end up tripping on it or falling over and having an accident. but let me tell you, this animal belongs to my partner, Matt Harris, and he's raised this animal since it was a baby. Now, this animal was captive bred and hatched by a gentleman named Queztal Dwyer down at Reptilandia in Costa Rica. And it was imported in 2009, but it was hatched in 2008. But Matt acquired this snake as a hatchling, and he's raised it this whole time. So I can't take the credit for raising this snake. I didn't do it. Matt did it. And he's done a great job, because he's grown this snake into a monster in the past. So the snake's just now 11 years old. So this snake's just now reaching maturity. It's a mature male. But the problem is he's so massive, and he's such a nasty bastard that it's kind of sketchy putting him in with a female, because we've seen males kill females before, just brutalize them. And if they don't like each other, it becomes a problem. And if we're not there to catch it, he'll kill the female. He'll brutalize her. But I'm going to pull him out. We can get a look at him. And I'm going to talk a little bit about black-headed Bushmasters. And now, mind you, I've got this can here. Now, this can isn't to put him in. This is just so I can have a little barrier so he doesn't pick up a heat signature on me, so he just can't focus on me. This is just to block my heat signature as much as I can, because this animal's he's a knucklehead. He's got a nickname, and his nickname is Asshole, because he don't tolerate nothing. And he acts like an asshole. But anyways, I'm going to pop him out of here real gently. And like I said, this is the safest way to move and work with an animal of this caliber. I mean, I've seen videos where guys are holding up like some 6-7 footers, and they're barking about they've got the biggest one on YouTube, and they got the biggest one in the country. I hate to break it to you fellas, you don't. Because, and there's also some stuff out there, guys thinking that the blackhead may be the smallest of the species, but I don't believe that. I mean, this is kind of proves it. I mean, I've read some stuff where guys are saying the biggest ones they've seen are 6, 7 foot, and you know, this guy is. Last time we got a true measurement on him, he was 8 and some change, and I just got a weight on him yesterday. He's 22 pounds. That's amazing, and he's not overweight. He's long and muscular, but he's still got some girth on him. But let's just pop him out. Enough of my rambling. We're going to kind of stay back out of the way. We don't want to stress this animal. Stress is the enemy for Bushmasters. It's definitely the enemy. Now, and this thing is 3 feet long, so you can kind of get an idea of just how big this beast is. All right, Bubba, let's go. And he's already not happy. Let's get you out here so everybody can see you, Bubba. And he's got a reach on him being 8 foot long. That's why I'm taking extra precautions with him. All his weight's concentrated in the back of that tub and is flipping it up. There we go. All right, big guy. Let's get you away from there. And he already knows I'm here, and he's looking at me like, you're my next victim. Now, him being 8 foot, I'm kind of in range, so I'm going to back up a little bit. We're going to spread him out, get this out of the way. All right. Now, there you go, big guy. Let's see if we can stretch him out a little bit so you guys can get an idea of just how big this animal is. And he's focused on me. And there's a heat lamp. Not a heat lamp, but one of our lights that's kind of right above him. And I'm sure he's going to pick up on that and focus on that here shortly, which will be a good thing. But the more I poke at him and move him, he's going to turn around on me. Now, the thing with blackheads is there's been some stuff I've seen. Guys are saying that, okay, now, blackheads overrange with the melanocephala overranges with Lachesis stenophores, and that's totally untrue. that's just not right. This snake is from the other end of the damn country down there. This guy is in a range of his own. They don't overlap with stenophores, and they're definitely not a fossorial species. This snake does not dig and burrow and live underground its whole life. Look up the definition for fossorial species, and you'll understand it a little better. There was somebody made a video, and they keep saying that this snake is a fossorial species. It's not. That's totally inaccurate. I get a chuckle watching these videos of some of these guys. I mean, if you're going to be an educator and you're going to try to educate people about a species, at least know what you're talking about. Now, notice his behavior. Look at him. He's starting to telescope or periscope. He wants to see what's going on. He's trying to pick up on me and figure out the best spot to bite me. That's what's going through his mind. They are a very curious species. There we go. Now you can just see just how big of an animal this truly is. He is a beast. And I'm just trying to keep him up away from the barrier and over here out of the way. There we go. Now this snake will not tolerate being handled, and you'll notice that I'm taking every precaution I can with him, because taking a bite from this will be certain death. That's just a given. I mean, he's such a big animal, and a yield from him would possibly be massive, and it would just be, that would be the worst case scenario. This snake would kill you. And it's not worth taking that risk to try to move him and pick him up and do all that nonsense. This is the safest way to handle an animal of this caliber. It's safer for him, and it's safer for me. And we do this with all of our really big snakes, our big venomous snakes. We kind of just shift box them around instead of picking them up and tailing them and moving them. All you're doing is stressing them out. All you're doing is stressing yourself out and putting yourself in harm's way. That's a beast. Matt brung me this animal. He's been telling me for a while that he's got a massive melanocephala, a massive black-headed Bushmaster. And he brings it down to me. He goes, "Hey, I got a present for you." He goes, "They look great in your serpentarium when you open." And we opened up the box for this thing, and I've seen a lot of big ones. I've worked with probably more black-headed Bushmasters, with Bushmasters in general, than a lot of people have. And I thought I've seen it all until I unboxed this son of a bitch and seen him. I was like, you got to be kidding me. He is a freaking beast. I've never seen one this big. This is the biggest one I've ever seen to date. And the last time we got a true measurement on him, he was 8 and some change, but I was able to get a good weight on him yesterday, and he's 22 pounds. Imagine that. A snake that weighs 22 pounds. He looks more like a damn python sitting here than he does a Bushmaster or some type of pit viper, period. But we're just trying to keep him calm. I just wanted to let you guys get a peek at him, just how big he is. Here we go. And he's actually behaving today. He's not being a full-on knucklehead. Normally he'd be in a tight coil, rattling his tail, throat blowing, telling me he ain't happy. But this is the safe way to do it, guys. This is the safest way to move around a big, crazy, venomous snake like this. And you can see this is an 8-foot rug. And look where his head's at and how much of him is curled up. And his tail's already touching the back of the rug right there. So he's a true 8-footer, guys. And it cracks me up. I watch some of the videos and I just like, guys are barking, "We got the biggest one in the country. We got the biggest one on YouTube." I get a chuckle out of that stuff. I think it's kind of funny. But I'm sorry, guys, but you don't. I think this may be the biggest one on YouTube. Now, in all honesty, I'm sure there's one somewhere crawling around up on a ridge in the Osa Peninsula that'll probably eat this one. But this one will probably eat anything in captivity that anybody's got right now. Attaboy, you just be chill. And now for breeding Bushmasters, I mean, age is important. And now this guy being just turning 11, he is sexually mature. And blackheads especially, more than Muda and Stenophrys and the other species that age is very important. I mean, you can have a 5 to 6 year old animal and he may look perfectly capable of breeding. They may be large in size, but they're still not mature. Actual breeding activity doesn't start with these guys until they're 8 to 10 years old. And that's just a fact. That's something that we have documented. And that kind of goes with several of the other species. It goes with the Stenophrys, also with the Muda. And I've seen it many a times, and I'm going to tell you, it's an age thing. They need to be mature. Sort of like timber rattlesnakes. Timber rattlesnakes don't reach maturity until they're 8, 10 years old. And Bushmasters is kind of the same thing. And now longevity, I mean, I know of a couple specimens that have been in captivity for over 20 years. And so who knows just how long one can live. But this guy's been in captivity since he was a hatchling. He was hatched out and never been in the wild. He's an awesome animal, and he's 11 years old. And right now, he's just reaching maturity. So, and he is behaving like a good boy, and that pleases me. And I'm still going to handle this animal with the utmost respect. And if you're looking at this video going, "Oh, he's definitely afraid of that thing," you're damn right I am. I know what this animal can do to you. If you make the wrong move with this animal, you have one mistake and you're dead. this snake will kill you, and he's not afraid of you. He is totally fearless. So we don't give him an opportunity to hurt us, and we're going to do it the safe way so we don't hurt him. But just a little teaser, guys, of some of the stuff we're going to be doing here at Venomcentral, and we're going to give you the right information. We're going to give you good information. We're not going to regurgitate a bunch of bullshit that people have been talking and reading. It drives me crazy. These guys are barking about being educators, and they don't have a clue on what they're talking about. But Venomcentral, I'm going to tell you, we've been doing this a long time, and I want to educate you guys and give you good information on a species. And if I tell you something, it's gospel. It is to me anyways, because I tell you what I've learned from my experiences, not what I've read and I'm repeating. So I will repeat quotes from other people that claim things that are wrong, because I firmly believe if you're going to be an educator and you want people to believe you, what you're saying, you should at least know what the hell you're talking about. And he just wants to go back in his can. He's like, just let me go back to sleep. There you go, guys. A monster black-headed Bushmaster. And we're going to can him back up and put him back where he belongs. We've taken enough liberties with this guy, and we don't want to stress him. Stress is the enemy to Bushmasters. It's really the enemy to them. There's an interesting thing that happens with Bushmasters when they get overstressed. And I can't prove it yet. We ain't got enough data on it yet. But let me tell you, I've recorded it a couple times. When they get overstressed, they may just play possum. So I'm not going to talk too much about it until we know a little more about it. But I've seen it happen a couple times where these guys will just kind of go limp on you. They'll act like they're dead. But we're going to put him away and move on, guys. But anyways, hope you guys like this. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And come on back to Venomcentral. This is the kind of stuff we're going to be doing. Like I said, we've got a lot of cool animals that haven't been on film yet. But this is the kind of stuff you're going to see at Venomcentral. You're going to see professionalism. You're going to see quality, beautiful, healthy animals. And you're going to get quality information. You're going to get the right information. I'm not going to just regurgitate some stuff that I read online. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. But like I said, I've been doing this 35 years. I have a lot of experience with venomous animals. And if y'all are into learning about venomous animals, subscribe to Venomcentral. Or if you're just a snake enthusiast, jump on board. We got a lot of cool stuff, and we're going to share it with y'all. So this is Willie checking out. Later.